All right, I'm now here with, of course, the one and only
Hideo Kojima!
Where's development going on Metal Gear Solid 5?
Hideo Kojima's name and the logo for Kojima Productions will not be on the final cover art for Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
As you noticed, Hideo Kojima is not here with us tonight.
But how did we get here? 1998, Hideo Kojima and co. released their next installment in the Metal Gear series.
プレイステーションというのが出るという噂を聞きまして、もう 3D のポリゴンでぐるぐるぐるぐる360度動けるっていうことになってくるとですね、僕のその拙いスクリプトでは当然表現できないんですよ。
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake.
Special Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself.
Chris called me and said they want you to do the lead in this game, Metal Gear.
Someone must have had a lot of faith in your skill, huh, Carrier Boy?
Looking good, Snake.
Metal Gear Solid brought stealth and cinematic storytelling into limelight. Kojima's follow-up doubled down.
At E3, the biggest video game trade show of the year, one game dominated conversation.
It was incredible.
I've never seen any video game like it before.
The response to Metal Gear Solid 2 at E3 was well beyond our expectations. With Metal Gear Solid 2, I'd like to explore how our digital era will evolve and the effects it might have on us.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real. In a bid to combat misinformation, AI content generators begin watermarking all human-created text with potentially unreliable content warnings.
Right. Turn the game console off right now.
What's our biggest challenge? To capture what gamers want in a sequel.
Solid Snake.
We're changing your code name for all following communication. You are now designated Raiden.
That's an odd name.
No, that is not Solid Snake.
You men, you're all the same.
It's hard to believe Metal Gear Solid 2 wasn't that well received by fans upon its release, but that didn't matter to him. He's got a feeling for his style, subversion, he lives for it.
Two ways you can go on this job, my way or the highway.
You've seen Postmodern. Where can the story go next?
The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Our goal is not the victory of might,
Call me Major Tom.
but the vindication of right.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
Comrade or not, he's of no use to us now. Half of me belongs to the boss.
Do you love her?
This is the best Metal Gear Solid game out there. Of the three, by far the best.
Revolver Ocelot has arrived.
The game is full-on crazy, much like Metal Gear Solid 2 was.
And the time setting will be the 1960s, when espionage was the big thing, when spies were spies.
Snake, have you seen 007 from Russia with Love?
Capital of State Security, Tatiana Romanova.
And I always enjoyed watching film.
Yeah, baby!
There's something in here.
Give it a good tug.
Really? Here, lift up your hips.
Every game he does is something new and something innovative, and he's going in his own direction. He's not following, he's leading.
Is this the last Metal Gear we're going to be playing?
It'll probably be the last Metal Gear Solid that myself, Hideo Kojima, would work on as a director, script writer, and game designer.
We now know that wasn't true, as he'd soon helmed Foreign Peace Walker. But what would he have worked on otherwise? Would it have even been a game? In fact, Kojima didn't start out wanting to make games at all. His true passion lied elsewhere, on celluloid.
映画を作りたかったんですけども、なかなかそういう、映画に行ける道もなかった時期にですね。
As a child, I wanted to become an astronaut, or I wanted to become a naturalist, and I always enjoyed watching film.
ファミコンが流行りまして、遊んでて、その 映画とは違いますけど同じ、エンターテインメントということで、ゲームでも自分が伝えたいことが作れるのではないかということで、飛び込んだのがこの業界。
冗談なんですけど、前回がデイブとハルで、2001年宇宙の旅だったんで、今回は、冒頭タンカーなんで、タンカーといえば当時はタイタニックが流行った後だったんで、ジャックとローズ。
His safety comes first to me, not the mission.
時代劇とか、何でしょう、西部劇ですかね。対峙してて、銃から手を離して、風が流れてて、一瞬時間が止まる、そういう感覚です。
Movies and games
全く別の
were totally
存在、
different.
水と油と言われて
It was like water and oil. But now it's coming together.
Kojima's style breaks the barrier between cinema and games.
もう一番好きなその、カーペンターのその映画の主人公スネーク・プリスキンなんで、そこをかけて、作ったのがソリッド・スネーク。
It was rumored that there's a character in the game that's inspired by Snake. Let's get a name. Actually, do the voiceover.
I wasn't interested in expanding financially, and then I look at it and goes, that's not written by John. That doesn't smell right.
He's a very sensitive soul, incredibly aware of music and comics and everything. He's like in the middle of a web of culture. He puts in his Twitter handle, 90% of my body is cinema. I think it is.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、小島秀夫です。今僕はですね、クライテリオンさんのとこにいます。はい、もう天国みたいなとこですね。
The Academy's Board of Governors has voted an honorary Academy Award to a man who many of us believe is our greatest living filmmaker.
アキラさん。大体7人の侍とか、用心棒です。僕はハイアンドロー、天国と地獄が一番。これデルトロ監督と初めて会った時に鬼ババの話できたんですけど、彼もこれ大好きで、パシフィックリムの怪獣で鬼ババっていう名前の怪獣出てくるんですけど、あれはこの鬼ババから来てます。こんな感じですか。本当は全部欲しいですけど、全部ください。はい。
How's that? Try it.
It's no secret that Kojima loves Hollywood, and it loves him back. He rubs shoulders with top directors, seemingly meets a new star every other week on his Twitter. There's the jokes about full body scanning them, rolling every time we outfail. It's quite the feat. However, there was one director who he particularly adored, one who left an indelible mark on his own directing style, one he never had the chance to meet, one who sadly isn't with us anymore.
Please welcome David Lynch!
David Lynch.
David Lynch is widely regarded to be America's premier avant-garde filmmaker. You need look no further than the following films: Lost Highway, Blue Velvet, Eraserhead, and The Elephant Man.
And, of course, the guy responsible for Twin Peaks.
People who like Twin Peaks are party people.
For years and years, I've enjoyed your movies. They're always entertaining, really interestingly entertaining, and usually in a different sense.
What exactly did that mean?
I'll explain it to you.
Film is such a beautiful language. It can do abstractions. It can do abstractions.
Wonder where you were going.
So can I say hello to my friend Judy?
What the fuck is David Lynch doing? He's just sitting on the fucking corner of La Brea in Hollywood with a fucking cow.
What was David Lynch like to work with?
Well, it's not that he's weird. He's just kind of so, apple pie in a way.
This cherry pie is a miracle.
David has gone over the rainbow from the very first film ever. He lives in a different reality.
An idea comes, and you see it, and you hear it, and you know it.
Who doesn't remember the first time they saw a David Lynch movie?
My favorite is Blue Velvet.
I saw David Lynch movies, you know, that was like see Eraserhead and Blue Velvet.
And he was so sweet and so nice and so normal. So not the guy that you thought would come up with stuff like Blue Velvet.
The more I thought about it, the less I liked it.
You're like me.
But I'm good friends with Mark Frost, and Mark said to me something that I believe is true of Kojima too. He said, you know, David is unironic. He actually loves that little bluebird singing at the end of Blue Velvet, and he really believes in the goodness of pie and
I'll
coffee.
be able to understand it. You better believe it. You already do understand it. Get a lot of good coffee, though, and some good food.
He really has the two things, the weirdest mind and the most wholesome mind. And I think Kojima emotionally is quirky. It's not that he's ironic. I think he's the same as Lynch. He believes in the possibility of love and humanity, but he also believes in the coolness of brutality or the spectacle of machines destroying buildings. Like he's made of all these things, and he's not afraid to juxtapose them.
David Lynch's influence on Kojima was immeasurable, shaping the way he approached storytelling and presentation, but none of his works were yet dreamlike or surreal like Lynch's. That would soon change. He wanted to stomp into Dora horror with his experimental flair, much like Lynch did in 1977.
Watch out. The gap in the door. It's a separate reality. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you?
Let's move on to something that was the talk of the internet over the past 24 hours.
Yesterday, Sony unveiled PT, a horror game from 7780 Studios, and enticed gamers to download what they were calling the world's first interactive teaser.
You're working on a new Silent Hill game with Guillermo del Toro, starring Norman Reedus.
I had dinner with him in LA to talk about something I can't talk about.
There was another family shot to death in the same state last month, and in December last year, a man used a rifle and meat cleaver to murder his entire family.
Yeah, that guy's crazy talented. He's like the video game god. Yeah.
Nos juntamos a hablar cómo podíamos empujar el medio del juego para que diera miedo de una manera más invasiva al jugador, ¿sí?
The one thing I can tell about Silent Hills, this is something that I've been talking with Guillermo del Toro as well, but originally we were thinking of making a game that would make you pee your pants. But at this point we've changed our minds and we are aiming for a game that will make you shit your pants.
Hey guys, Cam here, bringing you terrifyingly sad news that Silent Hills has in fact been cancelled.
Never play to the gallery, I think, but you never learn that until much later on, I think.
Kojima's influences can be traced back to his childhood, from film classics like Yojimbo in 2001 to the more contemporary pictures of the time like Scorsese's Taxi Driver and Lalu's Fantastic Planet. But his influences don't stop visually. Being a teen during the 70s, he listened to everything he could get his hands on, but one shines through so brightly in his work compared to others.
Please welcome the incredible David Bowie.
David Bowie.
He is, of course, David Bowie.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Bowie.
Who is he? What is he? Where did he come from? Is he a creature of a foreign power? Is he a creep? Is he dangerous? Is he smart, dumb, nice to his parents, real, or put on, crazy, sane, man, woman, robot? What is this? Ladies and gentlemen, David Bowie.
Since you've been in America, you seem to have picked up on a lot of the idioms and themes of American music and American culture. How's that happened?
There's a fly floating around in my milk, and there's a foreign body in it. It's kind of how I feel. A foreign body here, and I couldn't help but soak it up.
You're a fucking asshole, you stupid asshole!
Well, I went to Los Angeles and I lived there for a couple of years, which is a city I really detest.
Yeah.
So I went to live there among people that I didn't like very much.
There's an underlying unease here, definitely, and you can feel it in every avenue.
But if I stay here, I shall die.
What do you mean? Take me with you. I'll see you don't die.
I can't stay. What happened to my writing?
And then did you find you did detest the place?
Oh, quite twice as much as when I went there.
I saw you in that film, The Man Who Came to Earth. And that was a man who was in his own void. Do you feel that yourself?
Thematically, I've always dealt with isolation in everything I've written, I think. So it's something that triggers me off. It always makes me interested in a new project if it has anything to do with alienation or isolation. Television. The strange thing about television is that it doesn't tell you everything. It shows you everything about life on Earth. Mysteries remain. We did the Diamond Dogs tour and took it from New York to Los Angeles.
This is an incredible picture. It's very striking. The first time you see it, I remember the first time this album appeared in a record store window. I could see it actually stopping traffic on the sidewalk.
A hierarchical society is only possible on the basis of poverty and ignorance.
Obedience is not enough. Power is inflicting pain and humiliation, otherwise you cannot be sure.
We are the dead. You'll be able to replace your antiquated sound equipment and buy some of mine.
We put everything, just make everything a little kind of upfront personification of how I felt about things. Ziggy would be something, and it would relate to me now, I find. And Major Tom in Space Oddity was something. Aladdin Sane. They're all facets of me.
Trojan horse is in!
Kept you waiting, huh?
Over 20 years ago, when I originally came up with the idea of Metal Gear, I wanted to make a real simulation of a stealth game.
The information got out that they played through the main missions of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes.
The Phantom Pain is so big though, it would have been impossible to get it ready in time for when the PS4 launched. So I wanted to show everyone what we were creating, even if it was just a prologue.
And it only took them 2 hours, and people are freaking the fuck out.
They played us like a damn fiddle!
If this had been a free demo, it might have left me enthused for MGS5. Instead, I loathe it.
I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Damn it! The whole world wants you dead.
The game takes place in 1984, when Snake is 49 years old.
That's why you have to handle this mission yourself.
This time, with Metal Gear Solid 5, the themes are a little different from previous games in the series. We're taking on some very heavy subjects, such as race and revenge. This makes the tone much darker.
Well, I'm sure you'll see the bigger picture eventually.
I come up with the setting and convey the character's name, age, habits, background, and language to Yoji. Then he creates the designs based on that info, and I check them and give him the feedback.
キャラが立つわけですよ。でそこをまず見せてない状況でキャラデーだけを見せたんで皆さんが心配されてると思いますけど、メタルギアなんで自分でシナリオも書いてますから、そこは何の心配もないと思います。ユーザーさんがコスプレしたいっていうんで出したんですけどね。
In designing Metal Gear Solid 5, I wanted to maximize the player's sense of strategic freedom. The impression will probably be quite different from previous Metal Gear Solid games.
Cypher sent us to hell.
In fact, this time, Snake won't really speak much at all.
Hopefully he can tell us something.
We needed someone who could genuinely convey both the facial and vocal qualities of a man in his late 40s.
Keeper!
All right, mate. Nomination for...
So I asked a producer friend of mine in Hollywood, Avi Arad. He's the one who introduced me to Mr. Kiefer Sutherland.
A friend of mine used to be Snake, but Kiefer is a class by himself.
I'm not a gamer, and I even knew about this game.
In previous Metal Gears, Snake's emotions were expressed through phrases like, "Kaz, are you okay?" But this time, all he says is,
God. There is a character's hope for a future, and that rounds out what I term as the human experience. It's what I've always loved about movies. It's not something I've experienced as a character in a video game before.
I wanted everything else to be expressed to the player through Snake's facial expression and vocal performance. Thanks to the top-notch acting, it's been a great success.
In reality, though, Snake is and always has been nothing more than an extension of the player. He's your alter ego. Therefore, I made a very conscious effort this time to bring Snake closer to the player's perspective.
You've written your own history. You're your own man. I'm Big Boss, and you are too. No, he's the two of us together. Where we are today, we built it. This story, this legend, it's ours. We can change the world.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
With Metal Gear Solid 5, I'm finally closing the loop on that saga. In that sense, this will be the final Metal Gear Solid. Even if the Metal Gear franchise continues, to me, this is the last Metal Gear.
We are guiding dogs.
The chain of retaliation is what will truly bind this world together as one.
It seems as though Hideo Kojima will be leaving Konami after he finishes developing The Phantom Pain.
Well, it's official. Hideo Kojima's name and the logo for Kojima Productions will not be on the final cover art for Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
The Game Award goes to Metal Gear Solid. Kiefer Sutherland. As you noticed, Hideo Kojima is not here with us tonight, and I want to tell you a little bit about that.
An anonymous source said power struggles between Kojima Productions and Konami have led to employment changes for Kojima himself as well as other senior staff. They will reportedly now work as contractors instead of full-time employees. The disagreements have apparently led to key developers, including Kojima, having limited access to corporate internet, emails, and phone calls. Hideo Kojima is leaving Konami after the completion of Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Hideo Kojima is contractually forbidden from discussing a split from Konami.
But unfortunately, he was informed by a lawyer representing Konami just recently that he would not be allowed to travel to tonight's awards ceremony to accept any awards.
Like Snake said in MGS, Hideo knows that a strong man doesn't need to read his future, he makes his own.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
The only way to create high-end games is to target the global market. But in order to target the global market, the management behind the project needs to have a keen sense for what will work and be willing to take risks. If you're only focused on the profits immediately in front of you, the times will leave you behind. It becomes impossible to catch up again.
本日付で独立スタジオを立ち上げました。今まで誰も見たことないものを見せたいというか連れて行きたい、そういう世界に連れて行ってそこで学習してもらうっていうのが僕のものづくりのスタンスで、今回は独立して3年9ヶ月前なんですけど、全くないところから事務所もなくてスタッフもなくてエンジンもなくて、ちょっとこれまで30数年ゲーム作ってましたけどちょっと違う感覚で非常に、感慨深いというか。Happy birthday.
He's really interesting guy and like but also like very genuine.
やっぱりその自分たちの考えてる思いっていうのはそれぞれだと思うんですけども、監督の一番最初のコンセプトをどう展開していくかっていう、やっぱり近い場所でゲームを作っていくっていうのは非常に重要だなと思ってます。
一言で言うと、同じように世界中にそういう人たちがいると思うんですよ。で、ゲームをやってる人は結構そういう人がいると思って。
You're the one I wanted to send, Sam.
With the state of everything, it's refreshing to have a different point of view, you know?
Aren't you getting tired of the grind? Isn't this what you've been waiting for this whole time?
Really, everyone is just trying to make a good game.
Get to the point.
All right.
Guillermo del Toro called me and he goes, "There's a guy named Hideo who's gonna call you, just say yes."
But most importantly, he showed me a lot of paintings and drawings and ideas and storyboards. And you could kind of grasp what kind of feeling he was going for. And it just looked like something out of this world.
But he also came to San Diego with an iPad and was showing me the things he was working on, and I just said yes.
It's so visually original and stunning.
I'm already dead.
I've been creating 30 years in games, and now, finally, after 30 years, the movies and the games are merging kind of together. I lost my dream of becoming a movie director, but now it's coming closer than ever.
In a way, he's a film director. But uses video games to tell the story.
It's just almost like a feature film where you're watching normal readers and all of a sudden I'm there as well. So it is really out of this world.
Okay, and the winner for Best Game Direction goes to Death Stranding.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
There's a special quality that you just sort of feel in his art.
There's no room for one or both.
You know, I think that paradoxical creation is essential to art. You marry things that shouldn't go together, and when they go together, it is. Then when you think about Dali putting together the telephone and the lobster, and it's a new object.
Pretext of a mission to kill a true hero.
For victory. Rocket. Peace.
I've tried very unsuccessfully to give Hideo the award he rightfully won last year for Metal Gear Solid 5.
The past just won't let go.
My bridge to the future.
So let's
Let the glorious game over loop begin.
That old familiar feeling. Get your way now. You and me. Ain't over yet.
Last year, I thought I lost everything, but I didn't. I didn't lose anything. Thanks to all of you. I thank you all for your support. I love you, Jeff, and Game Awards. I love games. I love this world. I really love you all from my heart. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much.